Good evening and welcome to Psychic Plans on the Psychic Coffee Shop. I'm Aeson Knight, and of course I'm sitting down with Operations Manager Techie Joe. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you this evening?
Wore the fuck out.
And not quite having the day you planned.
No. Like the day I planned failed. It failed about, 8:30 this morning when I'm like, oh, I need to go to bed.
Little late.
Yeah, very late.
But you got sleep.
I did. I finally got sleep after a few days of not sleeping so well. And that happens. And, that's why I like the flexibility of my paper planner with invisible pens, with not invisible, erasable pens.
Like if we're doing this with lemon juice and a lighter, this is bad.
That's the secret plan.
Yeah, the Aeson secret plan. Just hold it over an open flame.
Just make sure you destroy it afterwards.
Self-destruct?
No, of course not. You know how clumsy we are? Self-destruct would be a disaster.
That seems alrighty.
So we have a base plan, but we're going to adapt the base plan. We have new events. Last night I got pulled into doing a show, and then the night before I got asked to do 2 other shows in SL. For those that don't know, that's my stress reduction. Get a reading in cycle. Huh?
Any running. What? It activates your computer so you make money.
Yes.
Life is the money maker.
It is a moneymaker. All right. So let's figure all this out. Get this up. I don't know. Let's show them the craftiness I've done this week, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Yeah, this needs to zoom out.
Just a hair.
This. Sorry, guys. This is the prep we normally do before show. You guys can see all the messiness today. All right. So, as y'all know, I have had a large sticker collection with a lot of stickers I don't use. So, during one of the clearance sales, they had these, and I thought, oh, I'll pick a few up. Because you always get handed sticker pages. Companies send you sticker pages. Sticker pages fall out of your sticker page book. Well, what was it? Tuesday or when? No, it had to have been Thursday. I got annoyed because I'm going through sticker book after sticker book looking for something. And I ran across these. I had like 4 actually. And I went through my sticker books and took out all the stickers that I use that are Aeson style, and I put them in there. And it broke them up into decor, boxes, which I need right now, one more decor, and then quotes, because quotes are important and they need their own space.
Wonderful.
Yep. So we're closer to getting to the, used all my shit, now I need the new stuff, so I can go and order new stuff, apparently. Yeah, because I took Joe in going, okay, am I just, what's the word I'm looking for here? Overthinking this. When I took you in, it made you go into Joanne's with me.
Well, technically, you took me in so that you didn't spend too much money. Not that that was an option.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we were looking through, and it's like unless they are getting ready to rebuild a totally different location of the store into Happy Planner, no, it's dwindling.
Yeah.
Like
So,
Prince is almost empty, and its aisle is almost empty.
yeah, there is almost no aisle. So if we're going to continue to use Happy Planner, that means we're going to have to order online, and that means they're going to have to compete with some things like cloth and paper. All right, but no, these work out really well. The only problem is you can't get the very top sticker easily, but you can spin them out to get that sticker. And you can see all your boxes and use the ones you forget about all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure they stay in there a lot better.
They do. It's much more handy.
Yeah. Plus, it's easy to keep your place.
Right.
And be like, I'm working with this page.
Right. Like right now, let's put the podcast in for this week. I'm going to use blue because I like the blue foil. I wish they had continued it.
Hey, Brenda.
Hello, Brenda. How are you?
It's okay. We understand. Weeding takes time.
Yep. Weeding takes a lot of time. All right, so we are on air a lot this week because it's a busy week. It's the last week of full week of May. That doesn't mean we're doing our planner reset. Our planner reset doesn't happen until we got one more week in this one, and then it'll be time for you to print the new planner.
Yep. Set up June.
Mm-hmm. I get to see Nat this week. She'll be joining me on coffee and tea.
Like she do.
Like she does. That will be fun because we haven't got to hang out since Beltane. And this is what I like. It's simple to remove the page when you're done. Because then I won't use these stars.
Probably. Yeah. Well, maybe 4th of July.
Yeah. I've already got a lot of Joe decorations for the 4th of July.
Okay.
And we are on air every day except Wednesday.
Pretty much.
Yep. And this is energy overview. It just feels like yesterday we posted the energy overviews for May.
It feels like a really quick.
It's been a very quick month. I'm really liking the structure of this planner. Like, it gives me a nice layout to work through things. All right. So we're going to use the green boxes for the SL Life. And that is supposedly Friday at 5. We're going to be at Soak. And then Saturday at 9. All right. It's at 9. Soak. All right. So my Saturday is going to be back to back. We do energy overview, and then I go to Soak.
Yes.
East. So I'm going to have to set up everything for Soak beforehand.
You're going to have to get dressed. You're going to have to already be ready to, like, boom.
Yep. Like, I'm gonna have to load in stage 1 and work out the stage 4.
Okay.
Which, that's gonna be interesting because it's a pool party.
Yes.
Like, there may only be like 3 stages to that outfit, but it is what it is.
I mean, it's a pool party. How many layers can you wear?
Exactly.
It's basically one and then your name.
Well, no. You have trunks, then you have a jock, and then you have naked.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been trying to explain SL to, Kid, and trying to get him to join the Insanity. And he's been trying to figure it out. He isn't there yet.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right, I think we're clear all week to have dinner at 7.
Except for the night of energy. Well, we can pull that off of energy overview night.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a little wonky.
Like, that's a pizza night. It's quick and easy.
Mm-hmm.
Which we found the most delicious gluten-free pizza by DiGiorno.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Brenda points out, oh no, only 3 costume changes. Don't forget cover up to walk out in. Then whip it off to just trunks.
And that's interesting. Yeah. We'll have to see what SL Marketplace has. Because I don't currently have a designer in SL. A lot of other people do, apparently. That was pointed out to me. And I was like, do what?
Well, you did get one to do a whole body change.
No, I had a stylist do a whole body change.
Well, yeah. You don't necessarily need a designer if you find a stylist that can, like, load you up.
We'll find the resources, yeah. All right.
Preferably they can operate some, digital fishing line and cinch you in there.
Hey, my body looks cute over there, okay? Like, I am happy with it.
It does. I'm just talking about the fact that, like, some stuff in SL doesn't always.
Yeah.
Oh, Brenda says you need to get someone to copy Mutiny wear, some nice cover-ups and swim pieces. Oh, Brenda, that opens up a can of worms for Second Life. Because there have been direct copies of things.
Yeah.
And it is highly frowned upon. Designers now know Second Life exists.
Yeah.
They look for their stuff.
Well, not only that, but some are designing NSL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the preference, is to find someone who is uniquely designed for Second Life and not just copying real life into Second.
Right.
So yeah, it's interesting sometimes.
It is. All right. So, do we want to add my gym back into my daily back into my morning routine, or do we want to keep moving it around because it's 2 hours?
Um, all right. Well, we know Monday is
Like I'm already there.
okay. Yeah, because that one can't move. There's a third party involved.
All right.
I mean, we can try it in your morning routine.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I have a problem with that because sometimes my morning routine gets hijacked.
It does, but I'm starting to wonder if maybe just filling up a giant cup of coffee and leaving the house and going to the gym, and then before you can get back here,
Right.
take your time, do your journaling, etc.
Right.
Might not be the worst combo of events.
Well, let's plan that this week. Okay. Before we do that, let's look at this week and see if there's anything. Wednesday, there's a call.
Yeah, so Wednesday at 3, and Invisible has a doctor's appointment, I think at 2.
Right.
Always confused by it.
Is it this week or next week?
It's this week because next week he is at the doctor. Like, my next week is crazy.
Okay. So, yeah. So we have a call here. All right. So, yeah, that'll work out. We could do all week the first 2 hours of my day is I'm going to the gym, I'm off journaling, I'm taking out of the house. So,
like, I think it'll help.
I think so. I'm hoping.
Yeah, you keep bringing up the fact that, like, it's the literal being here is what's derailing.
Right.
And I'm like, well, if instead of trying to get up and have your morning routine here,
right,
you hate the premises, then hopefully the derailment will go with it.
Right.
Or more importantly, the derailment stays here.
Right.
I can hope.
Yes, we can hope. So we're just going to go ahead and plan that. All right. Grab some more boxes. I think we're going gold. there's that. All right, so we have a call, and then we have a class. Like that, the evening of Psychic Saturday has gotten packed up, but it's okay to be packed up.
Eats.
So yeah, that'll probably be a disjointed dinner,
Okay. So
or we're
then
having it early.
at
6:30.
Okay.
All right. Ugh. So we're still messing, and yes, I use the word messing messively, but messing with finding different foods and those gluten-free that we like. What was your favorite this week?
I think the pizza.
You think the pizza was
All like, I mean, it's almost a tie, but I really gotta like edge out the pizza. I really didn't expect that to come out as good as it did.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think it was what the butter chicken.
Yeah, the butter chicken meal was really good.
Yeah, that one was really good too, and it was also a bit of a surprise because it was frozen. It's a little on the small side.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where it edges it out, or where the pizza edges it out. Is the pizza was full size and seemed like normal pizza.
Right.
The butter chicken was phenomenal. It just wasn't a whole lot of it.
Right.
Like it's very much a bring your own sides.
Right. Yeah, and you got to figure it out. Like, what side do you put there?
Well, that's going to be some of the issues trying to figure out a gluten-free, non
Right.
like figure out what we can put there. Oh yeah, the butter chicken was amazing.
Yeah, the butter chicken
Love that anyway, but
was
that
very good. Okay. Hmm. Is there anything we're forgetting here? All right, well, let's update this one. Sorry, guys. I'm also updating the digital for Joe so he can know where I'm at, what I'm doing.
now depending upon how Tuesday goes,
Okay.
well, because we have an issue.
All right.
Well, your mother has her dental appointment, which I
Right.
don't think will take long.
Right.
But then I'm taking her grocery shopping. I may be a little tight on getting back. Do we have a guest for Tuesday?
We do not.
All right. I'll try to get with her and see if we can go early.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a 5 o'clock appointment. Oh, okay. That creates a secondary issue, but I think we can work around.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, because invisible works 4 to 9.
Okay.
So if I were to leave out early to take your mother grocery shopping, I've got to leave probably about 3.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that only puts invisible to work a little early.
Right.
Okay, I think we can work that.
Right. Like, I don't think that's a major thing.
Yeah, I think that'll be okay. I just was trying to walk through it.
All right. So if you're leaving at 3, I'm getting back at 3.
Yep.
Okay. So I've got some design changes to make on the planner, and there's a planner mistake that I caught that I got to fix before we print the next round.
Ooh.
Apparently, after Thursday, 11 p.m. didn't exist.
Oh. Well, that's a problem.
Yep, that is a problem, but a decent one.
Yeah, that's a fixable.
Yep. All right. And I'm thinking 7 a.m. is my new bedtime all week.
It's preferable.
Preferably. And I think in the new design, I'm going to add a box down here, like a single box, like boxes at the bottom, or take out the three. Well, see, that messes up my weekend because I need the 3 a.m. for the weekend. I don't know. We're going to have to play. I'm going to have to play in the design area this week.
Okay.
All right. So let's lay out some work time, shall we?
Okay.
Um, so something I've been doing that seems to work well is feeding my schedule into my Google Nest as alarms.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Monday we're going in at 11 and going to 6.
Okay.
Tuesday we're going in at noon and going to 6.
Midnight.
Yeah, midnight.
Okay.
Wednesday we're going in at 11 and going to 6.
Okay.
Thursday is 11 to 6. Friday is midnight to 6. Saturday is midnight to 6. And Sunday is midnight to 6.
Okay. All right. So 7, 6, 7, 7, 6, 6, 6. 13, 13, 12, 6, 27, 18, 30, 45. 45 hours.
Okay. And then Saturday, it's Psychic Saturday, so from 3 to 6.
Okay, gets you to 48.
Okay. And I think that's all I'm planning. That doesn't mean that's all I'm doing.
Okay.
Because, like, Tuesday I've got this block of time, but you've got, like, mom and stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
And Thursday I've got the same block of time. But I'm kind of hoping that Thursday, Friday will be sunny and bright, and we can get the gizmo on the trail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's.
Hold still. He's got to catch up. Like, I don't know why he freezes like this. We haven't figured it out yet.
But yeah, there should be some time.
Cool.
Yep. Hopefully.
Welcome back. Do what?
I said, hopefully there will be some time in there. That is the game plan.
Yep. I mean, even if you drop me off as you're, throw me and Gizmo out as you're going to pick mom up.
True. Of course, it's going to be a long hike.
Well, it is a long hike. Like, we do 4 miles.
Mm-hmm.
And we could go farther. Like, if we knew a pickup time and, like, equate out what half of that is.
Then, yeah, walk half that out and then
Right.
start back.
Right.
Yeah. That can work.
Yep. Either that or we just walk up to, Scarborough.
Hey, there you go.
All right. So let's switch over. And I'm going to do some decoring because you guys have seen how we work the schedule out. I'm going to do some decor while he talks about his digital world. All right. Okay. So we're simplifying relationships this week. With that comes in being, and seeing the innocence in things. With that also, you have to follow your logic. And by the weekend, we want to be looking for surprises. Okay. So that is the Six of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Four of Cups.
Six of Cups, King of Wands.
Yep.
And you said the Four of Cups?
Correct.
Awesome.
Yes. All right. So let's pop over to Digiland. How's it going?
Well, it's going pretty good. I did take some time knowing that like next week was going to be great, or like not this coming week, but the week after, was going to be crazy. And granted, the rest of June, because we do, start on Saturday, of next week, with June. So I was going ahead and knowing that next week was going to be crazy, tried to go ahead and start setting up my June.
Okay.
But I had a lot less to do. So we've decided to go ahead, or I've decided to go ahead and hold this theme. I went ahead and did the entire month of June.
Okay.
So the pages are preset. And got all of my daily tasks written in for the month of June, and started moving my appointments in.
Awesome. Yeah.
So this is our upcoming Monday, and of course you guys can see we have Aeson's week ahead and its schedule and my quick math, so that we can calculate that up.
Right.
Yep. So we got that there. If y'all were wondering what I was doing, I do combination math, and that's what that little tree is.
Yeah, it is not new math. Like when he originally started doing that on stuff, I'm like, we don't do new math. It's wrong.
No, it's not new math. It's just simple additions.
Yeah.
Like things I can sit here and look at really quickly and add together and reduce down the number of numbers. Because trying to come down that line and do that. Granted, there was an easier solution I could have taken, which would have been, let's see, 21 plus 24 plus 3.
Right.
Because there's 3 7s and 4 6s. 3 times 7 is 21. 4 times 6 is 24. I could have done that math.
Right.
So yeah. Anyway, that's a cute little thing that I do. That's how I handle lists of numbers. Is start adding together and make the littler numbers and then add those together.
Right. And that works really well for you. You're able to do it faster. And he isn't wrong. Now, if he kept coming up wrong, I'd be like, go back to a calculator.
Nope.
No.
I've done well with it for years.
But and also, while we're talking about this, how are you seeing operations through this month of May?
Well, we did have some issues because of the medical testing and some of the different things that were going on as far as like diet. Kind of threw some wrenches in for me. Right. But since we have corrected the diet and figured out what was going wrong there, it looks like it's getting better.
Okay.
I know your body's struggling a little bit with the change. And like, can I get it? Like I'm also kind of there. Like I gotta say, like they talk about going gluten free, and in terms of like gluten withdrawal.
Right.
Because there is I think a dopamine component of gluten, as in it causes the release of dopamine. So fun things to detox from. But no, I think done okay. I wish the network were a little more there.
Right.
Not sure what's been happening with that.
Well,
like it's like some networks are there, they're like over delivering. anything they've ever done before.
Right.
And then the primary network is just kind of hanging out like, what? You wanted to work today?
Well, I think part of that is, like, when I was sick, my retention was affected majorly.
True.
Okay. So when my retention gets affected, because I'm not there, because, I can multitask like the best of them. My brain is apparently programmed for it. But, here's the but, I can't exactly work and throw up.
Nope, can't do that. That's horrible multitasking.
Yeah.
Generally speaking.
Yeah. So,
I mean, there's probably an OnlyFans for that, but maybe no.
no, let's not. So, I'm technically going to be paying for being sick, and this is something advisors don't get, for the next the next 90 days.
Well, and that's if everything holds true.
Right.
Because I've seen some fluctuation in that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know because we had one of the clients went through a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did a thing, so to speak. And their numbers dropped precipitously.
Right.
Like their retention went to hell. And we were projecting like it would be March before they recovered.
Right.
And it actually turned out it wasn't even a full 90.
Uh-huh.
It was like an odd number 60.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they got to day 62 and got out of, so to speak, jail.
Right.
And all of a sudden everything resurged on them and they were thrilled. I was just scratching my head because it's like, no, you have to pay for this for 90 days.
Yeah.
Like you stop doing a thing for months.
Yeah.
You keep paying for that is what like our experience has taught.
Yeah.
But it looks like it was closer to 60-ish.
Right.
Days. And then it just like all came back. So I don't know if they're doing something different.
They might be.
Network. Or if something has got knocked loose by mistake. Because
Right.
that at the same time they were having a different issue.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if they didn't just benefit from a problem on the network.
Right.
That opened it up and let them recover faster.
Right.
So we'll actually see with this which one it is.
Yeah. And we'll be able to go with it and go, okay, so this is what we need to do better. This is what we need to do differently. This is what we need to do more consecutively. And, I'm at that area where we're experimenting, and the problem with that experimentation may be raising my rate. Like, this is the weirdest shit at times.
It is because sometimes it's a advisor problem, like you weren't there.
Right.
Sometimes it's a network issue that for whatever reason it decides you're not gonna be
there. Right.
And sometimes it's a client issue.
Yeah.
In which people are coming in and don't get us wrong, there's established customers, and of course he wants those and loves those. They're a great part of the business. A fair amount of the business though is also new customers.
Mm-hmm.
Or new to you customers.
Mm-hmm.
And that can sometimes be a big part of it.
Right.
That if for whatever reason the new customers are coming in with one expectation and you're not it.
Right.
And sometimes that has to do with price. That like, okay, hi, you're sitting here claiming X number of years experience. I don't believe that for $1.99.
Right.
I don't believe that for $5.99. Like I'm expecting a higher price. I'm expecting a lower price. Because it all depends upon where the clients come from.
Right.
And we've had some interesting experiences with that because where that network runs its ads totally changes that dynamic sometimes.
Yes.
So they'll get a massive influx of customers that the target demographic doesn't match up with certain segments of advisors.
Right. Or the target demographic has a strong belief price value.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting told from somewhere else where they're used to a certain price. And sometimes it's a lowball price, sometimes it's a much higher price.
Mm-hmm.
Like it all depends.
Right.
So yeah, again, without necessarily being able to track all of it,
Mm-hmm.
can't, unfortunately.
Right.
Without being able to do that, it does sometimes feel like, in a sense, having a weird cause and effect religion.
Yeah.
Where it's like the lucky rabbit's foot's what saved us, and it's like I don't know that.
Right.
Because there's missing data points.
Yeah.
So we work around. But we do know that contributing to it is going to be like everything that was going on this week.
Right.
So anyway, big long explanation.
Well, it gets complicated trying to figure out some of this stuff. And sometimes it's a spit and a prayer and of like, oh my God, that actually worked.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
It is. And sometimes things just work out. Like when you needed to day shift, the clients were there, but it turned out to be a fluke.
Well, it turned out to be a system problem. But my day shift clients normally grab me in the afternoons and they're like, oh, you're on. And it's like, yeah, I'm here. What's up?
What's up? What's happening?
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, it really does get kind of interesting. Like it's a system of chaos.
Well, it's in chaos because we don't get data.
It is.
If you are running a business, don't care what business you're running, you know, you get data. You get to know that, oh, it really does me shit of anything to be open at 5 in the morning because no one's here.
True. And it's not that they don't try to give you that data. It's just sometimes really hard to tell, but is that your client or someone else's?
Right.
Because it is a uniquely personal experience. You choose an advisor for reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes part of that reason is availability.
Right.
Like I'm gonna hide in my closet at 2 in the morning with a cell phone and quietly call for advice. Those clients exist. Let's get real. Those clients exist. And so they're looking for a different advisor, someone who one works nights.
Yes.
They're at 2 in the morning.
Right. And see, where I do what I call ER psychicking, like I'm not one, like I can do a 3-hour call. You better come with a lot of problems, but I can do a 3-hour call. Or I can do but I'm normally, everything is blown up. What do we do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a lot of like ER calls.
Yeah.
Like, everything went to crap. What am I supposed to do? I need a next step yesterday.
Right.
Like 5 minutes or less.
Right.
Which that also creates its own issue because that's not a preferred network time to call.
No. Like they want 15 to 30, the 23 minutes used to be the old standard. I used to tell them that's nuts. I don't need that long for a client to, and I've had networks that I quit because they would push that and be like, nope, my clients get the amount of time they need. If it's 3 days, it's 3 days. If it's 5 seconds, it's 5 seconds. So y'all can just go hobby yourselves off.
Exactly. Alrighty, so as for the rest of this week, so looking at Tuesday right now, of course I have a bright orange line right there in the middle of my schedule section, so I remember when to go and take Invisible and drop him off while picking up the Mama Knight. And then other than that, it's a pretty normal day. So yeah. And then our Wednesday's a little crowded. We've got a few things going on, but that's cool. That's cool. We are down with that. We get to Thursday, we get a little more normalcy. Though I've got your June Taroscope to make sure to get out.
Yes, the big article of the month.
Well, yeah, the big project. Yeah, I actually did myself favors and forgot about them. Because I actually already have pre-built it.
Ooh.
So, yeah. So all it needs is your schedule input, and it is good to start loading up.
Awesome.
Yay! That's a lot better than it is sometimes because it's got a lot of moving parts.
No, it does. It's one of my bigger articles of the month.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's a lot of things that go into that.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy I already had most of it pre-built, so we can move right along with that. And then bouncing right along, we get back to a fairly normal Friday with a new edition of the Party at 5.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And then of course we have Psychic Saturday. I found a sticker I think you'll like.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you find me? Aw, that is cute.
I know, right? Like, it's been buried in that coffee set, and I hadn't noticed it.
Aw.
Because there's so many cool stickers.
Right.
But very much kind of mimics some of your advertising. So I thought it was really cute.
Like, I might steal that.
I know, right? I actually used it in 2 places. I put it next to your Aeson Taroscope, and then I put it on Psychic Saturday.
All right.
It's very fun. I like it. It draws attention to that's a different day.
Right.
Because that's a different day.
It is.
Like there's different expectations of how a Psychic Saturday runs than any other set.
Right. And it's this one's jam-packed.
Mm-hmm. And then we go back to a pretty much normal Sunday.
Yeah. How's your screen working down there? Are you getting used to it?
How do you mean am I getting used to the screen?
Like writing on it, using it, or is it just taking up space? Your monitor down there in your not today Satan section.
Oh, unfortunately last week was, well, this has been a kind of crazy month, so I haven't gotten to use it as much as I wanted to. But it is working.
Good.
It's just right now I've been doing a fair number of days where it's just like knock off the checklist and get me to bed.
Yeah.
You know, just run through everything as hard as I can and just kind of collapse.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I'm kind of looking forward to June a lot. Mm-hmm. Because right now it's just the gauntlet of the 27th through the end of the month.
Okay.
And then June actually is a pretty low activity so far.
You got to remember, however, we haven't decided which prods we're doing.
I know. We have well, and those will be more, us fun, like
Yeah.
do it on a Saturday,
Yes.
instead of like trying to fit stuff in on Mondays or
Mhm.
Tuesdays, which are kind of already
Right.
jam-packed with gooiness.
Yeah.
So I do look forward to those.
Right.
Absolutely. So that's my week. And like I said, I went ahead and got the rest of June done, and started on June's calendar because I knew next week is gonna kind of be crunchy.
Right. Next week is crunching. Next week we're building June because this planner runs through the next week because we switched over to a 6-week calendar.
Which will be fun.
Yeah. So next Psychic Code planners you'll be see is finishing out this planner. And then on the 2nd is when my new calendar starts. So we'll be busy planning that out. Mm-hmm.
Should be a fun month.
Should be, and we might be ready to get. I don't know. I'm debating on whether I want to stay. I think I want to stay big. Like my plan was to go back to classic once we got the design down. I think I want to stay big. I think I want to expand my note section on my daily pages.
Okay.
Yeah, let me bounce this down, bounce this up. It kind of helps to be talking about showing and talking at the same time.
Mhm.
Okay, like this weekly plan page, love it because I can break everything down, break down my priorities. This is also where I figure in my time blocks. It's more of a task layout page. This is great because we will be able to see where the crunchiness is.
Oh, yeah.
And be like, okay, so 2 hours in the morning for Aeson at the gym is not enough or is enough or whatever. Here's where we come in at the problem at. I've got all this white space up here, which is great for like note taking or like overall things and big stickers. That's cute. I think I'm going to move all this up.
Okay.
And then make the note section larger here. And then this back page, I'm just going to print note paper on it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be easy to print. But I think I'm going to stay big, but I also think that I'm sticking with this situation because this is giving me what I need.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. Okay, so how did the planned versus actual from last week?
All right, so the tracking from last week's plan versus actual, which is right here, went fine until Wednesday.
Oh no!
We know what happened Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah. Then I fell off on tracking. Our crunchiness was on Tuesday, and then Thursday I was supposed to just hike a little while. Ended up hiking a lot longer, and things just didn't get tracked the rest of the week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was curious, and I know that was a bad week to be trying to do that. I was just curious.
Yeah. So we'll see how the tracking goes this week. But it seems to be working. The planner works for me. Yes, it's simple. Yes, this is probably your psychic planner that we'll be putting out hopefully by July for our Patreons. They'll get a copy of this. Now, it won't have the times in it because I don't think it makes sense to put times in for you guys because I don't think you live with Imperial schedule. But if you do, you do. Like that'll like these are all we'll put it out in PDF form where you can fill that in.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So back to this week. I went Galaxy plan because we have a lot of Galaxy stuff going on.
Oh yeah, guys. If you aren't signed up for the newsletter, you missed it this week. For the astrological forecast, like y'all need to go hit the website and check that out. It is a wild week of activities.
Right. So Monday, the sun goes into Gemini. We begin the Gemini season of the two-minded thinking. There's some stuff going on astrologically on the 22nd. 23rd is a major move day. And then with the full moon, but also like Venus is getting all snippy. So that'll be interesting. So I went galaxy theme. I actually did end up using those stars to point out when my work times and work pieces are.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the deco week. That's the breaking down week. Let's do the math. So we're at 46. So I need to know what 3/4 of that is.
I thought we were at 48. Yeah, we're at 48 hours.
Okay.
So 3/4 of that would be 36.
Okay. So we have 36 available blocks. All right. And my routine tasks take out 16 of those. So that leaves me 20 task blocks to do projects. All right. So there we go. That's your task blocks. That's also part of the timekeeping, is getting to see what I actually get to use task blocks for.
Should be very awesome.
Yep. Now, June 1st, I'm going to set up a different planner because I'm going to go and do Sarah Cannon's 6 Month for Life program. So there'll be an additional planner in my planner stack, and we'll talk about the planner stack and where everything's at when we do the June setup.
Okay.
Okay.
Be very cool.
Awesome. All right, guys. You guys have a good Sunday. We've got a busy week here at PCSP Network for you. You will want to go ahead and start booking Psychic Saturday. Those appointments are limited.
They are.
They are. So go ahead and grab them if you want them.
All righty. Ready for me to take it away?
Always.
All right. So, of course, we want to thank Beverly Walker, Mika G, Kathy, Mary Winfield, Brenda, Joan Owens, Shannon C, Shannon D, Lady Gwendolyn, Charles Shaw, Tracy Van, Caitlin Bell, and Devin. If you'd like to learn more about us, the show, or how you too can become a Patreon sponsor and receive all the wonderful benefits our baristas receive, please visit us at PCSPnetwork.com.
Yes. And I'm currently editing a video for baristas for, you guys always get independent content. I've got another cooking video for you guys.
He does, and it was good.
Yeah. Oh, do you like it?
I did. I liked it. It was good. It was, well, the meal.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's the meal.
It's a good meal.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you guys will come sit in the cabinet again. All right, guys. We will see you tomorrow at 5 for Metaphysical Today.
Absolutely.
See you guys later.
Bye.